everybody. Warm welcome to amazing new podcasts and YouTube channels. And huge thank you to all the viewers, the listeners for subscribing, for sharing, and for watching and listening. And thank you for everybody who is new to be here. Thank you and welcome to all of you. So this is the channels where stories of resilience, triumph, and unwavering hope come to life. And in each episode, we dive into the inspiring journey of individuals who have faced the toughest challenges heads-on and emerge victorious. Our aim is to be a beacon of inspiration, offering a guiding light to those navigating through difficult times. And whether you are dealing with health issues, professional setbacks, or personal struggles, this is the channel where we are here to uplift your spirit and showing you that even in the darkest moments, there is a path to hope and triumph. So join us, everybody, as we share powerful stories that transcend adversity, reminding you that resilience is a force within us all. So I am your host. My name is Dr. Rani Thanacoody. I am a clinical hypnotherapist using rapid transformational therapy method. I am a Mars Venus life and relationship coach, astrologer, tarot reader, breathwork coach, past life regression practitioner, chakra practitioner, and life force compassion practitioner. And today, I am very, very excited to introduce you to a special lady that I've been waiting for a long time. And her name is Anjana Lala. She's a midlife coach. And Anjana's passion is to guide women through the midlife journey with confidence, courage, and clarity. And as an empowerment coach, she also helps women to embrace this phase of life with energy, purpose, and excitement, releasing the past, redefining their beliefs, and stepping into their personal power. Anjana is a multi-talented lady. She is also a certified trauma and tension release practitioner, laughter yoga teacher, red tent facilitator, and life coach. Very warm welcome, Anjana, to Amazing You.
Thank you for this warm welcome and such a great way to be introduced, Ronnie. And I look forward to sharing my experience and helping and also spreading what you stand for in this podcast and your message to people out there who need a beacon of hope and a little bit of upliftment to say that life can be better. And even in the darkest time, there is some ray of sunshine and silver lining in life if you look for it.
I love that you
Thank you.
said, thank you so much, Anjana. I love that you shared that because we all go through some challenging times. I am going through some challenging times right now. And I know it is not an easy time right now to be born, to be alive, It's very, very brave souls. So I am really glad that you are here to share your journey. So would you please, Anjana, tell us briefly about your story of what led you to become a midlife coach and doing all the different and having trade on all those different modalities?
Um, my story is of a recovering people pleaser. And being a people pleaser, I was always trained to be the people pleaser, the good girl from young, being trained to be the good wife, the good woman. And the training was about self sacrifice, put other people first, not guided to get my voice, always molding myself to other people's voices. And that journey took me through a lot of trauma. And my recovery on this journey of cultural conditioning, society conditioning of I should be, what should I be, and at the end of the day, I was the people pleaser, ready to serve others' needs and to make other people happy no matter what. My voice, my desires, my dreams had to take a back seat. So that journey took a long time to recognize that I was playing this role. I didn't know any better. And then I met somebody who says, but why are you always helping others? What about you? A friend, I met a friend, and she says, a new friend, and she highlighted me and she says, but what about you? What do you like? What do you need? What do you this thing? And I'm like, I never thought of that. It was such a simple question. And it knocked me. It like totally knocked me off my feet. And I was so shocked. I cried and I cried and I cried when my friend asked me this question. And then I went on a journey of self-discovery. And that's where I also did my training on trauma work and laughter yoga. Because with the trauma came sadness and recognizing that I didn't know who I was. And I had to seek and find my own happiness. And I found that through laughter yoga, my journey. And when I was a people pleaser, I didn't realize I was living other people's lives. And I was living on the sideline. I didn't know who I was or what I wanted out of life. It reminded me of that movie, Runaway Bride, when Richard Gere asked Julia Roberts, how do you like your eggs? She didn't know. She liked the eggs according to the person she was dating at the time. And it was so profound, so profound. I could just think of that movie that it was me. What Julia Roberts was, it was me. I didn't know what I liked in that. So it has taken me that journey, and a lot of our generation who are going through the midlife journey at the moment, called Generation X, were brought up that way through social conditioning of how you should be as a woman and how you should express yourself, or maybe not express yourself, and the requirements, the expectations of being the nurturer, caregiver for all other people. And your job is to sacrifice yourself for the bigger family, the happiness of other people. And I want to flip the script on being conditioned that way and also how to age, because society is very hard on how we should age as women. So being Generation X, and at the same time society putting pressure how we should age, is such a difficult journey for women going through at the moment midlife. So anybody between over 40 to 60, that age group is just having a hard time to deal with of an aging woman. So I am here to flip the scripts on all the anti-aging BS. That is my biggest goal as a midlife coach. And that you should age on your own terms. That's why I love this. I'm so passionate about it. And I want to help women to age and live life how they want to, whether it's a simple life or whether it is in the spotlight. It doesn't matter. I want to encourage every woman going through midlife to be themselves, to express themselves, and to be real and define who they are, redefine how they want to age. Um, this whole anti-aging campaign that the beauty industry and the fashion industry has created, the standards, the expectations, is unrealistic. Nobody gets away with aging. We're all aging. All of us are aging. The people who made the rules in society, those fashion industries and designers, they're all aging. They're all going through the same thing as the rest of us. Nobody gets away with aging. So we want to redefine what aging is for women. Um, and break all those standards and unrealistic that Hollywood and Bollywood and all those types of institutes, fashion industry, beauty industry, we need to, yeah, flip the script, as I say.
Anjana, thank you for sharing these really powerful, your powerful journey of transformation from being a people pleaser to being this content happy lady now that you are, doing so many things to help other people. And And that is so true. Many of us women, we are people pleaser. The Generation X. I am Generation X. I've been a people pleaser my whole life, and I can relate to what you said with being a people pleaser, mostly when we come from an Asian background. But it's a lot. It comes with women a lot that tend to be people pleaser, and that serve us when we were a child. But as we grow up, it no longer serves us. It used to protect us to survive, but now it's not. It's affecting how we live our life, you know?
Yes,
Yes,
it
and
does.
yeah, and it's so important to see that, to work through that. And can you share with us what modality or modalities that was most impactful to you to help you to shift from that people pleaser and to stand in your authenticity of who you truly are, Anjana?
The turning point was actually laughter yoga. And that helped me through the journey of people pleaser. And the laughter yoga modality helped me find joy, and it helped me break the mold of learning to express myself. So the workshop that is created in laughter yoga is to be yourself in that moment, to express yourself through these laughter exercises. So that helped me find my voice. That helped me break the barriers of these layers that was created by society, by my parents. Um, they didn't know any better. They just wanted me to be ready and trained so that I do not struggle in life. That's how it was. And that's all they knew. So laughter yoga brought out the joy, and working with so many different people, it was a way to help other people also find their joy, find their voice, learn to express themselves in a safe environment. And that modality, when I went to go learn it, um, I met a lot of people from all over the world who came to India to to learn laughter yoga. And I had to do the training with people I didn't know. I had to do the training, and other people saw something in me which I never saw, I never recognized, which I wasn't aware of. So going through this whole journey was immensely lifting, breaking my barriers, finding confidence. And the main thing is finding my authentic voice. My voice, not my mother's, not my aunt's, not society's, my voice. And took this modality to corporates as a wellness day. And it helps so many people break barriers, especially for introverts who couldn't express themselves and people who had a lot of sadness. This laughter yoga modality brought people to life. It's amazing tool. It's a simple tool, but for me it was groundbreaking, life changing, redefining. It also was something that was totally out of this world. Nobody simply do laughter yoga. It um, it's a method where you have to be your social etiquette. You have to break away from that mold because you have to do laughter exercise and laugh on demand. So the whole thing is to laugh on demand. um, that is the one thing that helped me break the mold of people pleaser.
Mm.
Um, and I continue practice that to this day to help me keep my spirits up. If I had a bad day, to de-stress, yeah. And it's one of my go-to tools for my clients as well.
Thank you. And I think that's really, when I was reading your bio, I was very impressed by that because I've never met anybody who has trained in that modality. And I think it's very important to have a bit of humor in our life, you know. We take life so seriously, but that life is just a game, you know. It's about enjoying. Sometimes it's difficult to enjoy when we are going through hard times, but knowing that the hard times will pass, and it's about us to create the joy within ourselves. Nobody can create that. So I love that laughter yoga, and it's great that you could take that to corporate, because in corporate, people can be so serious, so stressed. So having a bit of laughter is always good, and it's uplift the atmosphere. It changes everything, you know. It makes things a bit lighter. So it's wonderful. Thank you, thank you. It's a really, I believe, great modality. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would you say to women today who are going through their midlife, and how can these women shift their mindset from feeling stuck to embracing midlife with excitement and with purpose?
The the first thing I would do is deal and manage the anxiety of this whole process. So feeling stuck is there's so many different reasons that a midlife woman can feel stuck, but we all go through some level of anxiety. So if you can start managing your anxiety, and then once you manage your anxiety, depends how it's expressed in your life. If you can manage your anxiety and have a clear mind, then I believe that there's room and space to explore what is exciting, what do you want to do, what do you want to achieve, how do you want to live. So anxiety is like a fog, because remember, most of the women are also going through menopause during this phase, perimenopause and menopause.
Yes.
So there's a lot of yeah, uh, there's a lot of physical changes happening at one go. Hormonal this, that, and that also adds to the anxiety. So that's key, number one. And then we explore one thing at a time. What it is that is you want from life and how you want to live it. And the excitement comes with managing your energy. So very important to keep your energy through exercise, through good diet, good sleep. Menopause women struggle with sleep, so very important to focus on sleep, hydration, which helps with the brain fog and anxiety. So these are the simple tools that you can do immediately and manage at home. If you need extra care, obviously go to your doctor and your um, medical professional, whatever you need at the time. So manage your energy and anxiety, and everything else will fall in place. That's my go-to.
Thank you, because going through menopause is not an easy time, you know. And
Mm.
I am going through that, and I can understand and relate completely to what you are saying. Yeah.
Mm.
And thank you so much, Anjana. These are really important things that you've been touching today. And I think a lot of women would be able to relate to that. And if you need help, anybody listening or watching, go and find somebody that can help you, or contact Anjana. And I think you need to be supported. You are not alone on that journey. Yeah, because we
Yes.
very feel very much as women, we feel, people won't understand what we are going through, you know? Yeah.
So, you know, we're not talking about it enough, but I'm glad that online we've got professional doctors now that are talking about it. Um, Menopause is different from what our mothers went through. Um, the food we eat, the water we drink, everything is changed. So the whole menopause journey with what our mothers went through and what we're going through is very different. So we need to talk about it. We need to find support. We need to find group of women that can make you well informed. What's out there, what isn't there, what works, what doesn't work. There's no one formula for any woman. It's a trial. Everybody's body is unique. Everybody's requirement in this journey is health requirement. Mental health, emotional health, physical health is very different. So you need to talk about it. You need to explore. You need to understand what's going on all these multiple levels at the same time. And you do need support. You need support in somebody in your corner to say, hey, you know what? I understand you. I know what you're going through. I went through the same thing. Some people go through more than others. Um, so I really encourage women to go out there and find a support group, whether it's online, in your community, or speak to your doctor, speak to your friends, speak to somebody. Because I'm telling you, it will make big difference.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Anjana. And you are also a published co-author and columnist, Anjana.
Yes.
Can you tell us how does writing contribute to your mission?
I was never a writer. I'm very analytical. Never thought I would be a person of words.
Okay.
And then I met, I'm very maths orientated, analytical. But Sanette started this magazine and she invited me, a colleague of mine's, or friend, don't even know what to call it, inspirational person. Um, she invited me and she says, I'm starting this magazine. Would you like to contribute? And I said, something new, something different. That's all what menopause is about, isn't it? Midlife about in this journey is to explore new things. And hold and behold, I wrote one article, next article, and now we're at 18 articles, 18 issues down the road. So, yes, I am a regular columnist, if that's what I didn't know how to pronounce that word. Columnist, yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And tell us
Thank
about
you.
the book that you've co-authored.
Okay, the co-authored was a 20 ladies we co-authored called Soul of a Diamond.
Mm.
And in there, we all told our personal journeys. And in there, I spoke about my journey of people pleasing and how it came about. And the main thing is in that story, in summary, is I wasn't a participant in my own life.
Mm.
And then realized you need to be a participant in your own life to enjoy life, to have meaning, to find happiness. If you're not participating, you're not going to find meaning. You're not going to find anything. So you have to participate. That's what I discovered on my journey. And that's what the story is about in that co-authored book. It was an amazing experience. That is my first co-authored book. So very excited. And yeah, let's see where this author, authoring journey takes me in the future. Hopefully I'll write
Oh,
my own book one day.
yes, it's just the beginning of your journey,
Yes,
It's
yes,
just the
yes,
beginning,
yes.
and the best is yet to come. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I
Yes.
agree.
Anjana, we are getting close towards the end, and I've gotten two more questions for you. I know you've been reading a lot, studying a lot, many impactful books on your journey. Could you highlight a few that have profoundly influenced you and briefly explain why?
Okay, one is what's the word? The one that helped me with my people pleasing was the Four Agreements. Okay, that helped me also define the people pleasing and how to create boundaries. So the Four Agreements really helped me with personal boundaries. For example, not to take things personally. And that one uh, empowered me a lot. That from the Four Agreements, that was one of the most powerful things that helped me on my journey. Um, it's about it's about communication. It's about personal wisdom and integrity. So the Four Agreements has really helped me on that journey, um, and continues to shape my life. So I apply the Four Agreements um, on a daily basis. when interacting with the outside world. So, yeah, that's one of the books. Another book is Mind Power by John Kehoe. That was the first time that I was actually introduced to self-development industry, to the coaching industry, and he came to South Africa and did a talk, and I was blown away. I've read that book. That book is with me wherever I go. I refer back to it when I fall off track, and that is about your intuition, how to connect with your intuition, how your subconscious mind works and connects to your conscious mind. It's such a simple book, and it explained to me the understanding of how our thoughts work and how it impacts you on a daily basis. That is one of my most profound books that changed my life, and recognizing how I think, how I apply myself. And those are the two books that really created. Another one is Daring Greatly, that everybody knows, by Brene Brown. It's about being vulnerable. Being a people pleaser, you don't know who you are and what you want. Once you start getting aware of what you want and how you want it, you need to have the courage to be vulnerable, to ask for it, to communicate it. So, Daring Greatly by Brene Brown really helped me to become more open-hearted and open-minded, uh, and become more available as a person, as a friend, as a whoever I communicate with or connect with, to become, and that way you be more real. Yeah, it allowed me way and to understand how to be real. So yes, those are the three books.
Amazing, wonderful. I really love when you talk about the fourth agreement. And one thing that I never read that book, but somebody mentioned that they read it as well. And I like that you said you apply it on your daily life. And when that person mentioned the fourth agreement, and one big title of the book of one of the agreement was take nothing personally, and when I heard that person just saying that, I started applying it to my life. Whenever something is going on, I say not to take it. It's nothing to do with me. And that is such a big comfort, that is
Yes,
that made me feel not judged, not attacked as well, not defensive. And it just gave me peace. And it's so, so profound. I don't know the others. I have to read the book, but
mhm.
just one of these agreement had a huge impact on me. So I can understand when you said how this book has changed your life. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, it is. It makes you feel.
Mm-mm.
I like the word you use, not attacked, not judged,
Mm,
not. So when you don't feel judged or attacked and defensive,
mm,
um, because when you're a people pleaser and you're going on the recovery journey, there are times where you can be a bit
mm.
defensive because you're trying to find a feed. You're trying to find what is yours and what is theirs,
Yes.
their point of view and what is your beliefs. So this really helped to minimize the
Mm.
whole defensive mechanism while we're going on the recovery journey of people pleasing. See, so yeah, that really helped me. And another thing that I add to that is not to take things personally. And when
Yes.
people are saying something, I tell myself, it's only information. It's just information. That's
Yes.
all that it is.
Mm. Yes, that's so true. Thank you. And we are coming towards the end, Anjana. Oh my God, it's good. Time flies. And my last question to you is, can you please tell us how can people stay updated or get in touch with you?
They can get in touch with me on my website, www.anjanalala.com, all one words, small letters. Another way is you can email me on hello@anjanalala.com. On my Facebook, my handle is anjana.coach. They can see my profile and my page on Facebook, and that's how they can contact me or they can message me. And yeah, hope to connect with wonderful ladies out there in the world and give us an opportunity to uplift them, support them, and be their friend on their midlife journey.
Wow, thank you. Thank you. Anjana, your links will appear below. So when you mention the links, so when the video will be aired, your links will be here and people can reach out to you. And I want to say huge thank you, Anjana. It's been wonderful talking to you. There's so much more. I need to invite you again to share more of your stories, and I want to say wish you a lot of success moving forward
Thank you.
in any of your projects that you've got in your heart. So I'm sure everything will work out well and the best is yet to come.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you. And it's been
Best
real.
wishes.
Thank you. It's been a time that I've been waiting to have you because we connected on the course with Jenny.
Yes, that's
And
right.
it was a wonderful time we had on that course. And since then, I say, I want Anjana on my podcast, and she has something so important to share. And she's an amazing, wonderful lady. So thank you for doing
Thank
the
you.
honor to be here today and sharing your precious time with us. Huge thank you to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Anjana. And thank you to the audience for watching, sharing, and subscribing. Just remember that you are amazing. You have always been, and you always will be amazing. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.